Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Fake Horror. Ich bin das Samsimafix und es ist endlich Zeit, dass wir dem Horror bzw. dem Entspannungsurlaub oder wie man es auch immer nennen mag, zumindest im Summer 5 Event hier entkommen. Ohne Pancake-Sorgen können wir es natürlich nicht abschließen. Also, sacken wir auch nochmal schöne Comment-Codes ein. Und ja, liebe Leute, was ist denn so Schönes beim letzten Mal passiert? Wir haben es hier geschafft, Shufu zu besingen. Yu ist mit der anderen Yu zusammengeschmolzen und das hat uns dann hier den Vorteil gegeben. Und wir konnten in unserem finalen Duell es schaffen, ihn zu besiegen. Sie. Und nun, liebe Leute, endet der Sommer für uns. Wir sacken uns jetzt aber erstmal einen kleinen Gral ein. Denn das haben wir uns verdient, denn das war eine ganz schön gruselige Nacht. Fifth Section, Sequel to the Aftermath of Sadness. Enjoy. Ja, traurig war es, aber umso schöner war es. But all good things must come to an end, wie man so schön sagt. So, haben wir jetzt übrigens die beiden Yus wieder vereint. Sometime later. Well, sounds like you had a blast. How do we not remember any of that shit? I'm so sorry, you were dead, so... You think I'm that easy to kill? Oh well, maybe. Du bist ein Berserker. From everything you've said, it sounds like that singularity would have been a really bad match for me. I think I would have managed fine, but I could see myself getting lost in a dream. That's exactly what I did, so I was right then. At any rate, I'm so glad you completed your investigation successfully. So what about your hobby? Did you or what? Alter? There are some things it's just not polite to ask about, no matter how much you may want to know. Well, you're doing a shit job of pretending not to care, Miss High and Mighty. Let's just say things between us are the same as ever. So that's how a mature woman handles these things. Ja, die schauen sie wieder. And that is the hostile lady of the Kabine. Yeah, sounds like things were pretty tough out over there. Not that I had to worry about them myself, since I've been shut in here this whole time. That's the kind of bad thing in its own right. I can't help it, no matter what I did. All the hopes and dreams I had of my draft just never come. I taught her truthfully over and over. You never finish in time this summer, singularity like that, you know? But Betty still ended up running behind with her latest draft again. But as a side, I just fought a version of Master at one point. I don't remember at all, but I'm glad it turned out to be a fake. Not that there was anything good about fakes, of course, since they personified lies, who deserves nothing better than a fiery death. You were hardly the only one. The imposter had us all fooled. At any rate, I'm a little cross about how I have no summer camp memories with Master. At this point, I think my only choice is to make someone create another summer vacation singularity. Summer, the season when fair-hearted maids wish to spend a romantic night with the object of affection. And by a night, I especially mean at least one Googlex, oh, das war der Googlepex, ehrlich gesagt, das weiß ich nicht, was das heißt. Words of Nights. A Googleops is worth of nights? Is that a long time? Well, a Google is a one followed by 100 zeros, and a Googleops is a Google time itself. So yeah. It's a ridiculously long time. Heck, you're here. You were ever think you might be just a bit too attached to much on. No, I think it's a wonderful romantic expression of love. Speaking of romantics, have you seen that new Roman guy yet? Oh yes, you mean Lord Romulus? There's cool. The young one. Oh. Completely disinterested. So there's a younger one too, not just the one with rock hard abs. As a Jordan, a golden armor of this is any indication. It's no wonder Rome became so famous. Ah, Leute, die verstehen's, Mann. We tested enough. Japan certainly do not have anything so ostentatious. Leute, Bürger Japans, das verstehe ich gar nicht. Ihr seid alle Roma. I don't know. I heard that to be known as the Golden Land of Sipungo at one point. Yada combo! Oh no! One unbroken string of extra Paris leading into a friendship loving. For a special move for friendship and love in the name, it seems much more focused on an adult hostility. I guess it does. But anyway, I win. Yes, yes, good for you, Betty. Now what about the camp? You know, Master did miss having you around, Lady Osakabime. He did? Nee, ganz sicher nicht. Did he know? He did, especially when we were all playing video games together. So you just want another player? I'm joking. Still, that does motivate you, yes? Alright, I'm not gonna stop playing games, but I am gonna change to one that's all about getting into shape. Once I've slimmed down a bit with that, then I go hang out with Machan. I know this may be rich from coming from me, but are you sure video game is really going to help you get into shape? It's just like I always say, nothing beats burning, whether it's romance or calories. Just to reassure myself, you're not the one of those people who likes to put the die in diet, are you? Why, yes I am, and you know I would never lie. There has to be a better way of lose weight. I wonder if there's a good fitness game in VR. Why are you looking at me like that? Sports champion of the Switch. So, and that is the long and the short of it. Gotcha. Sounds like these other versions of us went through a hell of a time. So this William guy shot someone he never should have. Huh? That's rough. No wonder he had a breakdown.
You so this other me like to submit and lectures? Now that is surely the ultimate oppression. Nonetheless, the snapmouth man was just that, a nightmare. Now that I'm awake, it has no more power to oppress than a glass figurine.
You know, for a berserker you've got a real poetic side to you. Anyway, my nightmare was about failing due to the lack of funds and connection, huh? But so what? It was all just an illusion. Dreaming big is well and good, but it ain't in my nature to leave my dreams unfulfilled. Changing the kind of dreams others would love to have into reality is how you change the world. So I'm gonna make them happen and change the world, no matter what it takes.
Haha, chasing one's dreams is indeed all well and good, Columbus, but be warned. If I should find you oppressing others in the course of pursuing your dreams, I will gladly do all I can to rebel against them.
Me oppress others, don't be ridiculous. Besides, I've got God guiding my way and all, most of my endeavors, you know. I don't even know what oppression or immoral behavior looks like, so how could I ever do it myself?
Well now, is it so?
Sure is. Damn, that was close. I nearly got myself labeled as an oppressor.
Here's the persistent is currently at 99%. Should rest to 90. That is when I will begin my rebellion.
This is okay, man. Man, those two are both hanging on a thread, aren't they? Is there a reason you all three of you went to silence suddenly? Come to think of it, Prince of Lanling. Have you seen you, Lady Marine, or since you got back? No, I haven't. Given everything I said the last time, well, I'm too best to show my face around here now.
Shame is but up oppression. Liberate yourself from its yoke. The dark land free once.
Lost in dark land, Ras. And so we have returned. So when the deep bodies. Now's the time to celebrate our king's triumph. Wow. What an amazing adventure you all had. So what did you have while this was going on, Mordred? Well, all I know is that at some point I started having this crazy awesome dream. Apparently it was all a complete crock or some shit but who cares? Come on, Mordred, this is no laughing matter. You're knight of the round table. You should have resisted that lie with honor like they... von was habt ihr geträumt? Es kann unanständig sein. Aber did Assfaces say something? No. Wie? God. Nothing! Quite harmonizing. Beautiful nights in shining beachwear. Nights who met their end in death and dreams alike. Now that you are awake, all is well once again. Oh happy day, oh happy day. I'm not happy about this, not one bit. I don't know. I think there's a cause to be happy here. Oh yeah, and why's that? We now know that even if we should face a foe we Knights of the Round Table simply cannot overcome, Chaldea will still emerge triumphant in the end. We can now rest assured in the knowledge that our comrades from other lands and worlds have proven to be just committed to fight this war as we are. That is both encouraging and a source of pride for us all. Indeed, Sir Lancelot speaks the truth. We have comrades here we can trust and watch our backs, even if they are not fellow Knights of the Round Table. That is just as true in the tavern as it is on the battlefield. That trust gives our sword arm strength, regardless of what manner of predicament we might find ourselves in. As such, there's nothing we need fear, regardless of what may happen to us. Gotta hand it to the guys. They're not complete dumbasses all the time. But of course, a true knight must be chivalrous and wise, as they are adept in battle mode. Which is why it might serve you well to spend a little less time at the beach and a little more in the library. What was that? Okay, that's enough. I, for one, don't want to get in trouble for fighting in the cafeteria again. Then allow me to lighten the mood by singing a song. By all means, said Tristan. Are you ready, Phantom? Then let's begin. Christine! Christine! Okay, we're gonna go now. Bye-bye, Atalante. Come on, Lily. Let's be on our way. I'm surprised. Faltered Lily. You're all handling this so well. I don't know when I will be able to sleep without the light again. Don't worry, it's okay. If any monster show up, we just misremember them. I guess the fact that we are fine even after everything what happened is one of our greatest strengths. I suppose I have the Brother Grimm to thank for that, for better or worse. Here. I am completely exhausted. I do enjoy playing with children, but it is also a lot of hard work. In fact, I think energetic children may be even more frightening than ghosts or zombies. Tell me about it. True, you did a wonderful job entertaining them as well. Thank you. Oh, don't mention it. Could I ask for assistance the next playdate as well? You serious? Oh, playdate. Oh, very. Honestly, I really am freaking exhausted, but it was also a lot of fun and I can't let them down if they're depending on me. Alright, I'll be there. Good. Additionally, you should know there are other children playmates who would have joined us if they had not been otherwise indisposed. Like who? Sup? Oh, so you're the new guy, huh, Ricardo? I'm Achilles, the invincible hero of legend. Glad to meet you. I'm Chiron, the head teacher. It would be wonderful to have an assistant during class. Oh my, oh me, oh my. Aren't you just an absolute darling child? Yes, a good boy. Would you like a candy? Requesting a transfer, ASAP! Schlecht gewählt, man, Ricardo. I'm glad to be back. That mission was real tough. You don't say. Hä, ist das so? Oh, sie hat einen Swimsuit bekommen, der andere nicht. What's going on? Why do you two sound so upset? Probably because they just finished listening to you tell them all about your once-in-a-materialization summer vacation. Vacation? I was frightened out of my wits almost all the time. Oh, don't give that to me. Yeah, don't give me that. I would have given anything with snuggling up with Master as we shoved to singularity together. Snuggling. I wasn't snuggling anyone, Kuro. And would you please stop standing up and waving around me? Wait, you're waving at me, why? I searched for all over you, but I never managed to find you. I think it's because we never responded to any of the messages I had Sapphire sent out. Now you've got to pay. I already told you, our communication was jammed. We couldn't contact anybody. Would you children please be quiet if you can? Oh, hi, Abigail Senpai. Senpai? That's right, Senpai. She's right, you know. The singularity was a lot for a child to handle. It's better for all of you stayed out of this. Like you have. Oh, what's with this girl? She looks the same age as us. But she's grown up. In that sense, I suppose you could say Ilya even climbed the staircase to adulthood herself now. You think? I guess so. Oh, I hope so. You may be on the staircase now, Ilya, but you're barely halfway up the first step. Suffice to say, you still get a long, long way to go. I know that. You don't have to tell me. Oh, speaking of staircases to adulthood, I wonder where Session is now. After we came back to Chaldea together, I believe she was punished somehow. I had to get my spirit urge and seat away too, so I'm now only at half power now. Though I must say it was very strange. Session seemed to be happy about her punishment. It was almost creepy. Alter Mann. Es kann unerstattlich werden, Mann. Hä? I wonder why it is. Beats me. Darauf wollte er keine Antwort haben. Sehen wir uns, wie Session in so einer Folterkammer ist und hier gefoltert wird. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. Well, if it isn't the hero of the singularity, enjoy your summer stint in the mountains. Stop that, Lord Anderson. You're embarrassing me. We may not have been part of this latest ray shift, but we are told that your contributions were enough to make my Ein Jahr for servant proud. I don't know about that. I had to depend on my movie knowledge much more than I did on my storytelling skills. Really, the singularity would never have been resolved without the efforts of everyone else who reshifted there with me. I see. On a different note, might I ask what has become of your swimsuit? Oh, that? Well, I thought it might not be the most appropriate attire to which walk around Chaldea. Oh, but perhaps my little girl outfit would be another story. Well, now that sounds fascinating. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Could I ask something? Lord Anderson? Huh, what is it? So, they said I'll need to be kept under close supervision for a while to ensure I don't engage in any further undesirable independence action. I can't say I blame them. After all, I've never truly been fully present here. Better for them that they not include me as a part of the regular roster. No more importantly. I did it, I really did it. After all these years, the dream I had all about the button has finally come true. Yes, that's right. Though I did originally turn into a child version of myself in order to pull the wool over Khufu's eyes. While I was wandering about aimlessly, I was still fortunate enough to encounter a servant in the woods grumbling about wanting to go home. Huh, so you're lost too, huh? Damn it, of all the luck, I can't just sit around and can I? I don't mind dying like a dog out here by myself, but I can't do that with a child around. Alright, if you don't have anywhere else to go, then come with me. If you all need a roof over your head, I know a place with plenty of rooms to spare. If my memory seeped away, I didn't think twice about going along with that servant. It wasn't until later that I learned he was the one of the world's most eminent storybook artists, and that he had been summoned to the singularity as his young adult self. As a child unaware of my identity as Session Chiara, I unwittingly asked him to grant a wish I'd have ever since my real childhood. You're at least the 1000th person to ask me for that, but alright, I already have some idea of how I'd go about it. Die Fortsetzung von einer kleinen Meerjungfrau. I was too proud to write the sequels of any of hit stories back when I was still alive. But now that I'm a ruthless servant, I suppose I could at least make one child's come true. And so I began to write. Well, not immediately. At first he insisted on a fancy writing desk allowed in my private study. But eventually I managed to write him with his ideal writing environment and got him to finally start putting pen on paper. It was a most impressive feat, if I do say so myself. Well done indeed, Lily. When you get right down to it, people are driven by instant desires. My ham-fisted villainy and the way I went about trampling all over Khufu's fervent wish were all to divert attention from my true goal. My one desire in all of this was the sequel to The Little Mermaid. Okay, time to make some tea, and I get some cookies while I'm at it. I hum happily as I go about preparing the perfect reading environment. I take a deep breath. I don't care how awful it may have turned out. The important thing, I finally have the sequel I'd always dreamed about since I was a child. I take another deep breath. Alright, I'm off tomorrow on Private Shangri-La. And with that, I slowly turn the first page. Also ist für Chiara alles gut ausgegangen. Und das ist doch am Ende das Wichtigste. You made an adult version of me. And you say he was writing in a decrepit building, no less. Yes, that's right. Which is why I simply had to ask. Tell me, Lord Anderson, would you be able to write in such an environment? Huh. Who do you think I am? You're talking to a man who constantly bombed the state of the world and said he was sure to die any moment. Even as he ultimately ended up living to the ripple old age of 70. Even if this other version of me had been motivated to do so. Coming soon. I could never have gotten any writing done in such a overwhelming hospital environment, you mourn. Oh Leute, ich spüre das Beben so. Und das war der Grund, wieso Chiara wieder die Menschheit auslöschen wollte. Tucked inside the book's black page was a single small bookmark with the following message. Sorry, I just couldn't write it. Und das war's in der Menschheit. Oh. I say, Anderson, am I imagining things or do you hear faint echoes of someone cursing your name too? Ha! Of course it's your imagination. Just down my spine? Absurd. One incredible confidence, but I don't believe him about this chills. The only thing I'm afraid of is readers telling me to my face that they want to read a sequel. Besides, when you're a writer, people are going to gossip about your matter, no matter what, right? So you can pay attention to endless rumors. Those kinds of groundless snoozing, mergers if you will, can be a writer's downfall. Kerl läuft halt einfach Arme gerade. Huh. So the summer dream has come to an end. Now that the nightmare is over, all that remains is the reality of tomorrow. The situation may have been a bit more of a hassle than expected, but now that it's over, all wells that ends well. Still, a secret to the Little Mermaid, huh? I can't say I'm not intrigued, but I know better than to ask for the impossible. Now then, since our paths have crossed like this, why don't we take this opportunity to enjoy a cup of tea? Ich glaube, Dante hat gerade dafür gesorgt, dass Chiara nicht die Menschheit auslöscht, aus Rache, dass Anderson nicht das Buch geschrieben hat, was sie sich gewünscht hat. Oh, und jetzt sind sie zusammen. Not on you! Hello, beloved. You arrived 5 minutes earlier than I calculated. Of course I did. Every good woman knows to be ready 5 minutes ahead of schedule. When did you get here, Lord Chanyu? 2.5 hours ago, according to the simulator log. That long? Does this mean I've been making you wait for 2.5 hours? Please pay it no mind. I was simply taking in the sea while I focused on looking over your records. My records? Indeed. Though things did go better without me around, as I'd calculated, there was never any doubt that I would pore over the records as well. There wasn't. Calculation drive everything. Even before this latest incident began, they told me that you would be standing here today, and they were right. They were, weren't they? But nonetheless, I was worried I may have made a mistake somewhere, or that perhaps an unknown variable might have worked its way into the scenario. So to ease my concerns, I went over the records countless times to check and recheck my calculation. You did? Fortunately, my calculation returned identical result every time, thereby proving themselves correct. But even so... Oh, Lord Chanyu, you really were worried about me, weren't you? No, I was not. All I did was repeat my calculations. There was no room anywhere for my personal feelings to factor into a equation. You're wrong. I've made up my mind. I've decided that my precious Lord Chanyu was worried about me. And I'll be damned if I let some calculation change my mind. Huh. Is that so? Yeah, it's so. Lord Chanyu? Now that we're here together, I'd like to watch me dance. Just like you used to watch over me a long time ago. Of course. Barefoot in rays of light from the virtual sun, the immortal butterfly dances on the sandy shore. And as she dances, she thinks about how eventually the scene, this moment, will fade away like so much mist. She knows that unless she wishes for eternal oblivion, she will always be left behind outside the axis of time. Though her former friend Xufu thought that there would be the terrible fate, the butterfly has made her peace with it. Her perception of the present is already vague and ambitious, and her past and future were both to be equal parts beautiful and awful. But even so, records of her deeds continue to be woven, proclaiming that on this island I was here, my virtual self dancing under the virtual sky.
はあ、今回は意外と大変な目にあったわ。ちょっと、何よその目は。私が元凶だとでも言いたいの？知らないわよ、あんな昔のことなんて。私の記憶容量は降雨様最優先なんだから。とにかくこれでようやく普通に夏の山のバカンスを楽しめるわ。全力で満喫するから先輩高校と思ってサポート。いいわね。
Okay, meine werte Ju, so oder so ähnlich werden wir das machen. Super, Leute, dann haben wir sie nun dauerhaft. Hat sich gelohnt, dass wir sie ein bisschen zumindest gelevelt haben. Weiter, glaube ich. Jetzt nicht unbedingt. Aber nichtsdestotrotz, damit haben wir das hier erstmal geschafft. Das war es natürlich immer noch nicht, denn liebe Leute, zack, es geht nämlich noch weiter. Der Sommer ist nämlich noch nicht ganz vorbei, denn wir haben hier noch einiges zu tun, liebe Leute. Erstmal 1000 Quests, die wir erfüllen, das ist sehr schön. Und dann, würde ich sagen, geht es beim nächsten Mal weiter hier mit Let's Play Fake Order und dann werden wir uns hier dem Sequel widmen. Bis dann, auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.